hasn't reacted to the Taipei Assassin's push here because he knew that Stanley was not there. He's trying to deal with it. He's got super minions coming up the middle. It's a straight 4-on-4. This is what we talked about earlier in the game. They have that 4-on-4 fight, and they can just keep driving in. Super minions in that middle. Where is Stanley heading? Stanley wants to take the inner turret. Taipei Assassin's just baiting this one out.
And this is no teleport or way of actioning against Stanley's split push. Shy cannot even 1v1 him at this point. So if he wants to ult in and create a 5v4, he will be able to. They're just going to slowly make sure they get as many turrets as possible here. And they might actually go to flank around. It's so hard to push in against Anivia, but with the middle inhibitor down, if Lowballs and Stanley actually came through the mid inhibitor and flanked around the side, they could very well get this bottom turret. They're not doing that quite yet because they're trying to split push this down. But if they actually want to create, I'd expect them to do that.
So they're just stalling it out. He saw Toys just going back, picking up the Void Staff as well. So all that armor penetration, all that damage could just come down in one huge Requiem strike. And look at that. They're just keeping him here. It is just a 3-man poke, keeping Azubu Frost completely pinned off. Stanley, meanwhile, he's going to find, actually he's on the walls, he's having a fight with Shy here. Shy's going to have to back off from this one. I don't think he's got the damage to deal with Stanley right now, and you can see he's definitely going to have the huge advantage. Of course, Requiem will be available to him. Meanwhile, starting to poke with Shy, definitely going down. Here comes the Requiem. Stanley's going to flash. He's going to be down. Stanley picks up the kill, and will that turn the advantage for Azubu Frost?
Stanley can still ult into the team.
And Taipei Assassins, are they going to go for the turret here? There's the ultimate from Lil Balls. Will they go towards it? Here comes the teleport comes in. Here comes the shared ultimate. They're going to dive in. They will get the inhibitor turret down. They're going to go for Cloud Templar's going to get dropped. They're diving in. Wound's been exhausted. The damage on Wound. Ace in the hole. Not enough damage. They're going to get the taunt. He's trying to fountain dive Stanley. Back off, man. You are not invincible. He's going to get dropped. He has finally gone down. The Anivia ultimate, the Anivia damage coming in, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus turrets are going down. The Azubu Frost are in all manner of trouble. BB though having to back out, taken incredibly low, and Taipei Assassins disengaged, 8-3 up, but they took down a Nexus turret and another inhibitor.
Another extremely impressive push by TPA. They're just showing how far ahead they are. The Zeke's Herald on mistake. The Baron regen was sustained them through so much of that. Baron buff is now off of them, but the siege is just going to continue. Here's the next thing. Toys hasn't died this game. Can he get another flawless victory for himself? The Baron buff is what they'll be waiting for. They are so strong. They cleared it almost instantly last time. It's going to be even faster now, and with the inhibitor being down in the mid lane, it's going to be hard for Azubu Frost to push out. Actually, TPA pushed straight through that inhibitor for the Nexus turret. They didn't take out the bottom inhibitor, so the pressure to the bottom lane isn't going to be as high as they'd like when they go to poke on for the next Baron. But even with that, they've shown they can go almost wherever they want, and Azubu Frost does not have the damage to repel their tank line. Really, Stanley and Lowballs just crush through, and no one can even get close to BB right now because of all those items.
So Azubu Frost realizing there's no ward placement, trying to push out as quickly, as aggressively as possible, because they know that that Baron will be spawning shortly. And Taipei Assassins setting themselves up for this one. Defending out as still the cheers come by those wards going down. And you can see Cloud Templar, if he shows himself down there, they're surely just going to push through. There's the middle inhibitor respawning for Azubu Frost, but honestly, they know he's not there. They can just drive through, and there's nothing Azubu Frost can do to it because Cloud Templar has been caught out of position. He's going to drive through, and now it's going to be Taipei Assassins picking up another inhibitor. The bottom inhibitor wasn't touched. Actually, I tell a lie on the back. I thought it was the last match. Instead, they just went straight for the Nexus. Here we go, 22 seconds, and the Baron will be available. And Taipei Assassins immediately reacted and going towards it.
And this is one, as long as they have a few wards on the approach, which Mistake can easily provide with them having 2 stacks, they'll know exactly if they can take the Baron for free or if they can peel. Either way, they'll win the fight. So this Baron, probably going to go down shortly. Azubu Frost looks like they want to harass. They're running through wards. The TPA just goes and fights them. They're going to clean up, but they're going to try to finish off the Baron first, maybe.
They're going to try to get the Baron. They do. They got it very quickly. The Wall of Pain landed. The Crescendo gets across. Mad Life is going to get caught down here. First to go. He's got that Oracle. He's trying to use as much as he can. Lil Ball's getting involved. Ace in the hole being blocked off by Wound. Not the ideal target. Toys is going to get ready. Toys goes down. First death of the game. That's going to be Coley. The Requiem's going to come out. It's going to be Cloud Templar. It's a triple kill again. Rapid Star getting caught down. Rapid Star's going to drop in the wall. Just about keeping him off. Taipei Assassin's going to try and get around. They're trying to circumvent on towards Rapid Star. He's going to get caught out by Lil Balls here. That's going to be the slow. It's going to be enough damage. No! He just manages to keep him back. And Wound gets exhausted. That's going to be Wound going down. BB manages to catch on to him. BB gets another. Rapid Star is X. Lil Balls has got to be careful there. Towers on him. That is going to be the Nexus. That is going to be the ace. Taipei Assassins will take game 2, and Azubu Frost are going to find themselves in a 1-1 position. Taipei Assassins very, very strong throughout this match.
Again, bringing out that surprise pick at the start. Caitlyn, something they didn't expect, and so dominating. TPA coming back strong. 1-1 now in these epic finals, and that was methodical in the way they took that down. They knew what point they needed to hit before they could press, and then they just rolled through them. That happened early game where they got the ace out of nowhere, and as soon as they hit those item thresholds, they went for the Baron and just rolled through. That was crisp, impressive play by TPA, and in stark contrast to their other strategies, which was so fast and aggressive, that was just standard methodical play. Very well done.
And how many times have we seen that Requiem now turn them games? Another triple kill. We saw a quadra kill in game 1. Wow, Toys farming. I'm just looking across at it. 412 CS at the end of that game to 335. Absolutely outstanding, and proving for the second game running he can outfarm Rapid Star.
And he seems to have a big edge in that lane. That's going to be on Azubu Frost, maybe Cloud Templar to help him out a bit, because if they key off of something like that, just key off him being able to destroy, they pick the strong lanes. Even the bottom lane has shown to be a little bit better at farming, and Azubu Frost has the team play edge. Right now, if TPA continues those laning strategies, they're going to force Azubu Frost out of those teamfight comps, and they're going to make Azubu Frost pick more in the early game so they can avoid getting snowballed like that, because that's something that's very hard to play against.
So we're going to check out a replay towards the end of the game. Take us through it, Jan. I mean, that was a tremendous fight.
And this is when they're just so far ahead. Lowballs tanks as many turrets as possible, and BB, look at this, he just destroys Womb, and then he just goes straight through the turret because he doesn't care. And this was BB just dominating, did not care about the turrets, had the Baron buff, and this was just after a huge amount of crushing, base tanking the turrets once again. That's how you break the Anivia turtle, really. That was a textbook example of waiting until the right moment and just going through.
Yeah, and of course we saw the stall out for so long. Once they picked up that Baron, which was effectively for free because they did it so fast that Azubu Frost didn't react to it, they just pushed their way and drove through that middle from the outer to the inner to the inhib. They just drove straight through one clean sweep.
And that was just all about waiting until the right moment. They had a lot of patience, something they didn't really have in the first game. They had that big lead early, but they kept picking bad fights. We even saw, I think it was Reginald said that they did pick bad fights. They adapted to that because it seemed a lot more passive or it seemed a lot slower, but they were really controlled in the way they did those things. And it was just great play by them all around. Absolutely fantastic play. So we're a 1-1 even tie. We'll be right back after this short break with analysis from Freak and Rivington. And once more, back by popular demand, it is going to be Stick Figure Fighter 2, and we'll be right back.